Besides, you cannot abolish laws of morality anyway. I mean, that's basically what the Ten Commandments are. They're laws that define what morality is. You can't abolish those. It's like trying to abolish the law of gravity. You know, you got some preacher thumping on his Bible and saying, the law of gravity has been abolished. He nailed it to his cross. Okay, you want to test that one out? Go climb you a 10-story building and jump off and see if the law of gravity has been abolished. You'll find out a little too late that it's not been abolished. You see, this is the insanity of this kind of teaching. If you still have consequences, in other words, if you commit adultery and there are still consequences, you get an STD, you have to pay child support for the next 18 years because your wife divorced you. All right, you have no respect for your children have no respect for you because you cheated on their mother. All right, if there's still consequences of breaking the law, that tells you what? Can't hear you. It tells you that the law is still in existence. If there are still consequences for law breaking, the law is still in existence. All right, I'm glad we got that over with. I'm glad we finally come to our senses. Okay. All right, laws that define what morality is, you can't abolish those things anyway. So you can live in ignorance, as many Christians do, and pretend they've been abolished. Oh yeah, how many times have I heard it? It's been abolished. Law's been abolished. Yeah, okay. Keep living in your ignorance. One day you'll meet Jesus. All right. All right. Colossians 2 and verse 14. Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. What was this handwriting or ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us? We're going to find out what it was. Okay. All we got to do is skip down to Colossians 2 and verse 20 and we'll find out. Wherefore, if you be dead, with Christ from the rudiments of the world, why as though living in the world are you subject to ordinances? All right, we're going to find out what these ordinances are in just a minute. And all we had to do is just skip down 5 verses to find the meaning of it. But we're going to find out, okay, what these ordinances are. But let me deal with another issue real quickly before we do. Why, small letter C, Christian, are you so eager to find a scripture that says, the law's been abolished and I don't have to keep it? Why? Can you answer me that question? Why? You see, if you deal with that reality, honestly, you will find out where your heart is really at. There is always an underlying motive to everything you desire. There is always an underlying motive to theology. Why you want to believe this about God, why you want to believe the law's been abolished. There's always a motive. And if you can get honest enough to admit that, you might one day be able to enter into a real relationship with God. I know you think you got one now, but it's all built on sinking sand. It's not built on a foundation that will stand. I know you say, oh, I got Jesus. Jesus is my foundation. All you've got is a rebellious, in your mind, a rebellious son that came along to do away with his father's commandments. That's not the way it works. That's not the real Jesus of the Bible.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.